And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Taurus for the year 2016. And believe me folks, you are one of the lucky ones this year. It's not going to be anywhere near as difficult for you as it is for most other signs. Of course, this doesn't apply to all of you, but for many of you, it's actually not that bad a year. So let's have a look at the individual dates. Those of you born, for example, from, say, the 5th, 6th, 7th of May, the end of the first week of May, Pluto's trining your sun all year. And this is a lovely energy that's background, and you're not going to notice it the day-by-day level, but it is going to be bringing a regenerative, transformative and rebirthing energy into many of your lives, and it is going to be instilling a much greater degree of self-confidence, self-belief, self-acceptance into many of your lives. So that's got to be a good thing. Neptune is also smiling on a number of you. Neptune's bringing some really beautiful energy into the lives of those of you born from the 27th of April through to about the 30th of April, maybe even the 1st of May. And here we're looking at a degree more subtlety, refinement, artistry, aestheticism, and even spirituality. The opportunity for you to engage with much more subtle and gentle, empathic and intuitive people is only going to get stronger, slowly, gradually in the background as the year progresses. The unconscious and subconscious, as represented by Neptune and Pluto, is actually looking lovely. I'm delighted to say that Uranus isn't touching you over 2016, so there's no sign of what I would call major disruption or chaos. And also, I'm absolutely delighted to say that Saturn isn't affecting the majority of you in any challenging shape or form. There appear to be no sign of any new major restrictions, limitations, frustrations or problems coming up over the next 12 months. Nothing new. Jupiter's in Virgo, a sign that you're actually really compatible with. And there's some of you, particularly those of you born from the 3rd of May through to about, say, the 14th of May, for whom the first half of this year, well, from January through to May, it's a time of reflection and reassessment and reevaluation. But from the start of May through to late July, there's some really good windows of opportunity opening around you. There's some advantageous potentials developing. And the biggest sin here, I suppose, is complacency and taking things for granted. Chances like this don't come that often, and months 5, 6 and 7 of this year are looking good for the vast majority of you. And indeed, those of you born from the 14th through to the 20th, 21st of May, to the end of Taurus, you're looking particularly good during July, August time as well. After September, Jupiter leaves your sign, and it won't be so much of a problem, or for that matter, a growth potential either. There's a big Mars retrograde coming up this year, and it's going to be affecting a few of you. Mars will be retrograding opposite the Sun of those of you born from the 14th of May onwards, and this will be happening basically during the end of May and all of June. So it might well be that during June and probably July as well, you may well get your buttons pushed. If so, count to 10. You're in a bit of a sensitive spot during May and June. There is a Mercury retrograde in Taurus during the last couple of days of April and the first 3 weeks of May. And this is probably not a good time for large-scale, long-term financial transactions, for buying a new car, buying a new house, or making any type of long-term plan. You don't do these things on a Mercury retrograde, especially when it's in your own sign. But this apart, compared to most other signs, you've got a great year coming up, simply because there's no sign of any new big challenges, day-by-day stuff involving Mars. But hey, and the Mercury retrograde, but that's not really a big deal. So here's my message to the world, and to you in particular. Okay, and big thank you to those Taurians who have contributed to my website and helped astrology stay alive over this last year. I'll be here every month, regular as clockwork, and I think that for as far as 2016 goes, Taurus, It's what I call a steady, gradual, consistent year, and it's one of those years where you can actually get a hell of a lot done without making any fuss. May, June, July might be a little bit messy, but that's only at the day-by-day level. This is a good year. See you later. Bye.